Is your hand tired? Are your fingers getting stiff? You've been clicking around for quite a while. On all the things you see scrolling by before your eyes. Perhaps the screen is too bright, the sound's too loud. No, it's you who died and found your way here. To the office, where you belong.
Matey, 'tis an utmost pleasure to see you again.
Welcome. You know, pursuing my art has given me insights. I have been thinking of humanity, of mortality, their importance, worth, and meaning. A disarray of thoughts. Listen, is death really such a bad thing? It would be better for everyone. In fact, do these humans even truly exist? Their ephemeral being leads to no relevant outcome. It is all transient, no matter what they do or achieve in life. They exist in a state of hubris and arrogance, considering them the center of the universe. Yet without them, the sun still sets and rises. Stars explode, galaxies form, or get torn apart. There are departments even for these events. Humans are not the be-all, end-all pinnacle of creation. They are small and insignificant, yet full of themselves. The grandeur of everything will not get superseded by specks of nothing. It matters not how they live through their subjective experiences, millions upon billions of them, everyone considering themselves unique. And technically they are, I suppose, on a minor scale, yet also exceedingly similar, copying each other, living through similar events with similar basic reactions, while the universe is full of endless wonders they cannot or will not even experience or perceive, ever. Their presence is not even necessary to validate these events outside their subjective experience or understanding. Do you know the saying, Grimm, if a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it? Good, yes. Imagine that. Life reduced only to some human vicinity. The ultimate height of arrogance ingrained in them. To imagine their presence to be paramount. The tree does not only sound, it has been sounding a long time. It has grown without anyone present. It has lived a life. None of this requires humanity to be there to bear witness. Fine, let me gather the files. I certainly put them somewhere. Here. Oh, yes, you absolutely did everything correct today. Such meticulous profile work. Happy? Sometimes I do not comprehend you at all. Well, that concludes our meeting. Good night, Grimm.
Don't tell your captain about this. 'Tis one of theirs. Stole a great deal of time ago, though. Like 'tis between 2 months at least. I remember 'twas like yesterday. Barely made it out of the wardrobe alive. Have ye seen how far it goes? Many skeletons are in there. Almost became one of them. But ye can't trap old Mortimer that easy.
beginning. It has the sweet taste of deliverance. Every blade of grass, every ray of light. It is a captivating day, is it not, Grim? No. Indeed. Alas, transformations often require sacrifices. Do you agree? My high spirits leave me at a loss for words. What you always do, Grim. It is your job to take care of the world. I trust you to make the correct choices. I, myself, must concentrate. The muses have struck me. They beckon. Work to be done while there is still time.
If I ever return to the seas, I'd have ye on me crew anytime.
find myself at an impasse. Lend me your thoughts. Should my prose be more experimental, or should I stick to traditional narrative techniques? Technique, composition, style, method, structure, effet de rire, oui or not? It can go either way. Your blank stare tells all. Grand, yes, the exploratory aspect can lead me across the boundary. You are still here, Grim? I guess you want to talk about work instead? Oh, fine. Let us take a look at the situation. My, so much chaos. Pain and suffering are off the charts. Everything is on fire, while ice invades from the polar zones. How did that even happen? Endless mountains of trash, undrinkable water, unbreathable air, toxic pollution. The ultimate ecological masterpiece. And in the center of it, Kathleen Holmes. I never knew a human could be this destructive. What can I say? Things do not seem to be going well at all. Are you sure? You are but a grain in this cosmic process, lacking the complete picture. What is done is done. These are the consequences you must live with, while you still live. Off to work, Grim. Certainly you have no time to waste now.
How many times have we met? I lost all count. We don't really plunder educational organizations, eh? You can't rob the ideas hiding inside the brain. Well, usually. So where did I get these fancy scholarly glasses, ye ask? Once, they belonged to a royal merchant, whose caravan I held at gunpoint. So he made me an offer I couldn't refuse. 'Tis be a powerful artifact, turning one into a formidable business powerhouse. How'd ye think I got a hold of this shop?
Hey, what, pray tell, happened to the world? Sure you do. It's the culmination of all your choices. Do you know the story of the wyvern and the prince consort? Of course you do. A young, quick-witted prince consort was once kidnapped by a wyvern. Using their gift of charm, they tried to alter the ways of the wyvern in order to save their lands. Soon, the beast and the prince found resonating ideas and ambitions. They molded the land in rather inept ways, whilst thwarting attempts of rescue by the queen. Then the wyvern, tired of the desolation, ate the prince and flew away. Yes. Yes. It doesn't matter if your mistakes were countless or few, as long as you learn the lesson. We are thankful of our time together, even as it's quickly running out. It'll be pretty horrible from here on out.
Hello, Grim. I have been absorbed in my work. Tell me, how goes it out there in the wilds? Fate unconstrained, with nothing to stop it. Seems a terrible power, yes? Endless rows of industrial smokestacks pumping out poison, chemical waste pooling into the groundwater, a total collapse of the biosphere. My, it truly looks like the end. I am giddy with anticipation. The worst. Well, I do hope you will manage. Goodness, look at the time, Grim. Precious moments wasted. Enjoy your night.
Ever wonder if there's a way to do things differently? My, 'tis a true classic. See, me and me crew were sailing round the side polar terminus, freezing our nuts off. Blinding storms, icy blizzards. Them some ruthless times. Dog eat dog, they say. Or pirates eat pirates, more like. Got lucky to find a whole field of tundra cotton when we did. Made some cloaks to keep the bones warm. Much too warm nowadays, though. So you're more than welcome to it.
It is growing quieter, Grim. Not much left now. Enjoy the silence, Grim. Do not waste these precious moments. The planet is virtually uninhabitable. The few remnants choking on noxious air. It is the last gasp of humanity, slowly going out. It is a bit of a somber moment, now that I think about it. I have been with them for so long. Anyway, and crucially, my book is nearing completion. Soon enough. Patience, my friend. Leave me to my grand labor, Grim. Tomorrow we shall deal with the final matters of this office.
Time's running out, friend. Ever been to the land of Dune, ye scallywag? There be ancient civilizations under the sand sometimes. Once I dug out this particular golden icon. All while I was digging, the bowels of the World Eater rang in my ears. But I persisted. Dug until me fingers cracked. No stopping. Till the riches were secured. Ah, 'tis truly a wondrous thing. Turns your own head into a jackal's, it does.
You've done well, Grand Reaper. Nope, doesn't work. We lack the imagination to pretend this is a world where you were competent. So, what comes next? Depends on the perspective. I'm sure the world thinks otherwise. You can relax now. No one left to ruin everything, and nothing left to ruin. We're but fleeting impressions inside your skull. Go on, oddball. Nothing else to wait for. Sums you right up. Either devastating mediocrity or destructive apathy. We've reached the end. In general, I mean. Not with us. We will never leave you. As long as there is a you, there will be us. Until the next round.
last day, Grim. The last choice. So, how did you choose? No, it does not. One human is not enough to save the species, after all. But we ought not prolong the suffering of the last one. No need for such cruelty. That would seem fairly obvious by now, I gather. The great dying is by my design. It is true, I do not love humanity, not a bit. But why, you ask? I have grown tired of it all. This tedious existence, these humans, the endless tirade of death. It is all meaningless, you see. An endless loop of monotony that I cannot escape, that we cannot escape. Do you know how long I have been doing this? I barely remember myself. I am exhausted and sick of it all. I wish to stop, but no one can leave until the job is done. But if the great dying claimed them all, then I could be free and claim the rest I deserve. So, I helped the great dying along, piece by piece. No need for an equilibrium. This office will not be necessary, and we can all fade away. And performed admirably. Off you go, Grim. Do what you wish with these final hours. We will not be meeting again.
Fellow traveler, that was fun, wasn't it? The choices, the excitement. Admittedly, ye did largely screw everything up. The world is in shambles and all. Can't really change that. But I can offer a new cycle. A turn of the hourglass, and ye shall be set upon a path in a fresh timeline. A parallel world, so to speak. There ye will again find every friend and enemy, hope and error. Knowledge and loot will remain, of course. Otherwise, 'tis the eternal recurrence of all things.
Lemon, spice, and human eyes. These were the ingredients chosen to make the perfect little Grim.
Finally, the new spawn has awoken. I am Fate. We, have not met before. Welcome to your new job as an... I know what you are thinking, and yeah, as it is your first day, try to get to know the system, and do not destroy the world, yes? Oh, the commitment. One more thing. This will be 1 week to show us what you are made of, Reaper. Oh, the new Deathspawn. Welcome. How was your first day? Good, good. I understand it. Remember, I see exactly one person perished today, as tasked. Did you figure out the best choice? To be fair, there was no. Such is the unfortunate, indisputable, incontrovertible, ironclad. Keep your eye on. A new day awaits. Off you go now.
Welcome back, good customer. 'Tis nice of ye to visit me emporium again. Though I may have little to provide ye. For what? 'Tis but a game we all play. Day in, day out. Try not to worry about it. The paths we travel are not manifest, but full of many twists and turns. Do take a gander at the items old Mortimer has remaining.